everybody great energy today. I really want to talk more about us than I want to talk about them, but I have to talk about them a bit first. So I have a few images I wanted to share with you. The first image was of Stockwell Day. Recently, Stockwell Day went, and keep this image in your mind. Stockwell Day went to Guantanamo North in Kingston, where the security certificate detainees are held. All of a sudden they were ushered into their cells. They were locked down, double locked down. There's only a very tiny little window. They didn't know what was happening. All of a sudden they saw Stockwell Day peering through the door at them, going from cell to cell, looking at them. They tried to speak to him, but he refused to talk to them. And it really hit me, that image, because it was really like the image of Stockwell Day and everything that he represents, who could not accept their humanity, who could not speak and hear what these men who have been in jail for years and years with no chance to defend themselves, with no chance with no chance to even know the evidence, he could not speak to them. He looked at them like they were animals in a cage and walked on. And that says something about the government of our country today. Now, the second image that I had in my mind is that of Gordon O'Connor, the Minister of Defense. And as you know, it was Edmonton that he came to. And I was affronted, and I know you were all affronted, that he had the nerve to come here and speaking to the military, with only our intrepid Dr. Qureshi there to speak the truth. He said that we're in Afghanistan as retribution, he said, because Canadians were killed in the Twin Towers in 9/11. He said that's why we're there. Yes, shame. Shame that instead of justice and rule of law that benefits the people, that meets the needs of people today in this year 2007, he talks like some medieval warlord with his bloodlust. And can we accept such a thing? Can we accept that this is the statesman who represents Canadians? We say, not in our name. So what conclusions do we draw from this? Now the third image is Gordon O'Connor again. And he says, I'm going to Afghanistan, he says, full of bluster, thinking that he can pull his fraud off and that everyone will be fooled. I'm going to Afghanistan to confront the Human Rights Commission in Afghanistan. Now you know this Human Rights Commission in Afghanistan, it was set up by the Afghan government. It has no budget. But still, despite that, they have documented that in Afghanistan, the same kind of abuse, the same kind of torture, the same kind of disappearings that went on in Abu Ghraib is taking place there. They have filed their complaints with the Americans, the British, Canadians, and so on. And they have got no answer. So if he thinks he can fool us with his fraud and his bluff, that he's going to go there, and that's going to cover up the fact that this is a government which is committing war crimes. This is a government which is committing crimes against the peace. This is a government which does not even recognize, as did the Liberals, the same with the Liberals before them, the Geneva Convention. Not in our name. Troops out now. So, what conclusion do we draw from this? We certainly draw the conclusion that they are not fit to govern, that we cannot permit them to govern, and so we must fight to bring in the new, to build an anti-war government. And so I want to just conclude with a few points that are on ECAWAR's leaflet as to what we stand for and some of the tasks that face us. We call for the immediate withdrawal of Canadian forces from Afghanistan. Bring the troops home now! We call for the withdrawal of Canada from the aggressive military alliance NATO. We want Canada to be a force for peace in the world. And that our troops must only be used for peacekeeping and not warmongering. We recognize the right of all people to resist foreign occupation. We recognize the right of all sovereign nations to self-determination, and we call on all Canadians to work for the creation of an anti-war government in Canada. Thank you very much.